Qualifying has ended. It's time to go racing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Up front will be Lance Spondberg and Patrick Pieper. On the second row is Jeremy Gardner and Jeremy Edwards. Patrick Gitter, Clay Kirchenbauer have the third row. PJ Cox, Dean Webb on the fourth. Justin Swafford, Jeffrey Goodpasture rounding out the top 10. Nowski starts in 11th with Cody Kennedy in 12th. Richie Joplin starts in 13th. Russell Worth in 14th. Blake Viken in 15th. Jacob Morgan in 16th. Colby Whipple starts 17th. Jared Woodard in 18th. Dustin Slover in 19th. Brandon Newby starts in 20th. Jeff Sheldon in 21st. Tyler Ott starts 22nd. Otto Cruz in the field tonight in 23rd. Brody Green starting in 24th. Darren Silva, Lonnie Roberts, Aaron Brill, and Joshua Friel rounding out the field at Daytona for the season finale. Everybody getting stacked up on pit road. Let us know who you're cheering for here tonight. Give them one more big cheer before the green flag drops. Everybody getting set to go, just waiting on one or two more drivers. David Michael Lee cheering on Clay Kirchenbauer. What a season Clay has had. 8 second place finishes, 8 third place finishes. Finally got to victory lane 2 weeks ago. Pace car is rolling. Everybody rolling off pit road. Looks like we got a couple cars that haven't started moving yet. There we go. And looks like one car starting from pit road, I believe. That is Brody Green. Looks like a little problem mid-pack getting sorted out here. They have delayed the green just to make sure everything gets squared away here. Looks like Jeremy Edwards is dropping to the tail end of the field here early. Everybody stacking up side by side. They'll go one more time around. They will not need to stop in the first 2 stages, but that last stage they will need a pit stop. And just a huge shout out on a personal note to Wayne and Velma Favor. Our thoughts and prayers are with you guys during this difficult time. Everybody stacked up and ready to go. 85 laps around this famed 2.5 mile high banked oval. Some tracks are very physically demanding, especially your short tracks. You're constantly turning, fighting the car. Daytona, a totally different beast. It is mentally draining. You're fighting the car, you're fighting the other drivers, you're constantly playing a game of 3D chess with everybody around you. It's a battle from the drop of the green. And that battle is about to begin. Brandon Newby not on the grid either. Pace car is in. The season finale is green at Daytona. It'll take them a lap and a half to get these cars up to full speed. Brody Green is coming off pit road. And already you can see these cars with so little downforce, and they are fighting them all the way around the track here. They are not planted at all. A big push. Gardner quickly to the lead. Gitter helping him get there. Up top, it's getting a little sketchy as they go 3 wide through 3 and 4. What are they thinking going 3 wide this early? They settle back into 2 wide, but man, these guys are already pushing it. Sponberg in the 10 trying to get back in the lead. These cars very much not planted around here. Down the back straightaway, everybody should be up to speed. Looks like Tyler Ott choosing to drop to the back. Too wide through about the top 15 as everybody tries to get settled in here. Nobody getting single file, nobody really pushing the issue at this point. After that early Brandon Newby looks like he is going to be rolling out here momentarily as well. Ryan, it is definitely Daytona. How's the hand, Ryan? Oh, big one! Out of turn 4! A bunch of cars caught. Caution is out. We've got cars sliding to pit road. Chaos erupts on lap 3. And let's see if we can see where this mess started. Pudge in the 7. Oh, the 10 of Sponberg got turned. There were cars flying everywhere. Looks like just a little bump from behind. Sponberg goes around. Then Morgan gets into him. Several others. Colby Whipple goes flying. Sponberg ends up in the infield. Blake Viken involved in this one too. Nowhere to go. Everybody started checking up, but you run out of space really, really quickly. And I'd be remiss if we didn't look at Colby Whipple's ride. There you see cars flipping all over the place. Colby has nowhere to go. Ends up sliding down the track and ends up on his lid. A bunch of cars damaged in that wreck, including at least one championship contender, Jacob Morgan. Patrick Gitter and Jeremy Gardner and Clay Kirchenbauer come through clean. We know Jacob Morgan was involved. Let's see if Swafford was involved. And yes, Justin Swafford was involved, so two of our title contenders caught up in the early incident. Obviously, Ryan, you must be talking about the computer issues. 8 drivers, roughly 8 drivers staying out. Looks like a few others from the back managed to avoid chaos, like Darren Silva. He's staying out undamaged. It's like Cody Kennedy is staying out, as is Jeff Sheldon. Chaos early, lap 3 of the first big one happens. Hopefully the only big one we have tonight. Daytona being a big 2.5 mile oval, pace laps take a bit. It gives some of these drivers an opportunity to get their repairs in. If their repairs are minor, some of them can get them done on pit road without having to use the fast repairs. That might help a driver later on in the fight. Clay Kirchenbauer currently sits in 4th. Gitter, Gardner 1st and 2nd. 3 of the 5 contenders up there in the top 5. Jacob Morgan comes off pit road in 20th. Swafford coming back down. He's in 19th. Looks like he might have had an issue and the repairs didn't hit. Let's watch and see if his car gets repaired this time. Hopefully it does. He can maintain the lead lap and keep going. There he goes. He is back in one piece. As they stack back up and get ready for the restart. So Gardner and Gitter on the front row. Kirchenbauer and Pieper have the 2nd. Pudge and Dean Webb on the 3rd. Jeffrey Goodpaster, Richie Joplin, Russell Worth, Cody Kennedy. Rounding out your top 10. There was a prediction that Russell Worth would get it done here tonight. Currently running in the top 10, and he is long overdue for a win. Clay Kirchenbauer just said, oops. It's Daytona, Clay. It happens. Jacob Morgan's going to line up in 14th, and it looks like Swafford's going to line up in 23rd. And it looks like the pace car is going to line up at the end of pit road as the drivers get ready. Gitter controls the restart. Green flag back in the air. Remember, a lap and a half to get these cars to max speed. And a lot of guys will try and make a move while they're going slow. If you can get off the line quick enough and carry enough momentum, you can get a couple of spots quickly here. Gardner, man, I really hope you feel better. Please keep me posted, buddy, and let me know if you need anything. That's a bit rough, man. Top 5 or 6 go single file quickly. 2 wide back behind. Now we've got moves again. Cody Kennedy up to the high side, trying to pull that outside line together. Clay Kirchenbauer going to go with him. Pudge is up there as well. And Jeffrey Goodpaster on that outside line. 4 cars are going to need some more help to make some moves here. Be interesting to see as the night goes on how much that high line comes into play once the track temperature comes up and some tire rubber is laid down. Looks like that outside line is going to get some help from behind as Dustin Slover starts making his way forward. Morgan trying to determine which line he's going to go in. And Tyler Ott pulls out a line again down the back straightaway. He's going to drop to the back. Richie Joplin, who was a championship contender up until last week, currently running in 6th place. And Cody Kennedy has snuck his way up. He's pulling that outside line. Cody Kennedy has scored as the leader at the line. Outside line definitely has an advantage on the straightaways and through the tri-oval. Inside line has the advantage in the turns. Gardner has now drifted back into 8th place, looking for a way back toward the front. Morgan now up on the high line. Pudge on the up top as well. Joshua Friel has caught up to this lead group, and he's got Russell Worth with him. PJ Cox, Tyler Ott just a little bit back off that lead pack. The third pack led by Jeff Sheldon closing in. Caution! Another big wreck. Jacob Morgan caught again. See if we can see what happened here. Looks like Otto Cruz and Lance Sponberg get together, but it looks like Lance was checking up. Possibly for something in front of him. Aaron Brill trying to avoid it. Let's take a look at Tyler Ott. Looks like the incident may have started up by Jacob Morgan. They were 3 wide coming down the back straightaway, and looks like somebody was moving up the track. Looks like the 09 tried to get up the track, and that was Dean Webb. Didn't know there was a car. Might have gotten a little bit of a push from the 89, but he goes up the track and collects several cars, and they keep wrecking back behind as they try and check up for it. Justin Swafford did make it through clean. Cody Kennedy currently in the lead. Clay Kirchenbauer in second. Patrick Pieper in third. Pudge in fourth. Gitter in fifth. Joshua Friel in sixth. Russell Worth in seventh. Dustin Slover in eighth. Justin Swafford makes it through that one, comes out in 9th. Remember, he restarted in 23rd. Darren Silva back in 10th. Looking to see Jeremy Gardner is on pit road. We know Jacob Morgan was caught up in that. Does not look like Jeremy Gardner was. No, he did catch a piece of it. So Gardner and Jacob Morgan, two of the championship contenders, caught up in that one. That is Jacob Morgan's second time being caught up. A rough night for the 24. Hopefully he'll be able to get some repairs, get back out there and remain competitive. Cody Kennedy having a great night here. He is up front now. Lights are back out on the pace car. And it looks like Jeremy Edwards just barely. No, I'm sorry, that was Jarrett Woodard just barely beats the pace car out. It's Daytona, or is the chaos done yet? We've seen two big wrecks in the first 15 laps. Potentially one driver, championship contender, out of contention. Jacob Morgan missing his entire front clip. They get ready for the green flag. Pace car about to drop in. About 5 laps from the stage break. Pace car is in. Cody Kennedy controls the restart. He gets into the zone. Green back in the air. Top 3 get a really good restart here. Everybody works on coming up to speed. Looks like there might... Oh, we've got a car blinking up on the high line. Looks like it might have been Darren Silva, not 100% sure. Gardner now fighting his way back up. He still has some damage from that incident. Looks like Gardner's saving that repair for later. Russell Worth currently in 6th place, looking for a win here tonight. Outside line currently being led by Patrick Gitter with Pudge right behind. Joshua Friel also up there, a little bobble out of Patrick Pieper. These cars so unsettled, you have to watch every driver around you all the time. Dustin Slover up 11 spots, but Joshua Friel up 21 spots into 7th place. He's been the biggest mover. Could we see a first-time winner in the Nowski Nation here for the season finale? Wouldn't that be something? second pack is closing in, led by Jeremy Edwards. Gardner down on the bottom, getting some help to catch back up as well. Patrick Pieper making a move for the lead. Remember, no stage points tonight. And they're getting 3 wide at the front. Gitter trying to get to the lead. Pudge is cutting his way through. They know they don't get stage points, but it looks like some of these guys just want a stage win here tonight. Pudge pushing Gitter. Pieper on the bottom with help from Cody Kennedy. Cody, a little push in the middle of 3 and 4. It's going to be a drag race to the start-finish line. Oh, they're going to wreck. Big wreck. And Big wreck right in front of the field. Caution is out. Everybody caught in this one. This will be the stage break. Justin Swafford is caught in this one. Looks like Pudge just might have given Gitter too much of a push. Gitter just gets a little too much of a push there and goes around. Taking a look from the blimp. Oh, Cody Kennedy came up. Cody Kennedy, who had been racing up front, just comes up and you see the carnage behind. Several cars hanging out way out back managed to make it through cleanly. Darren Silva gets caught. Richie Joplin is caught up. Everybody trying to check up behind. Patrick Gitter is flying. And a lot of cars are going to be on pit road. Tyler Ott, Aaron Brill, Lance Sponberg, Otto Cruz, Josh Friel, Justin Swafford, Patrick Gitter, Dustin Slover, Jeffrey Goodpaster. A lot of cars are going to be in for repairs at the end of stage 1. Getting word I should watch Clay Kirchenbauer's in-car. I have a feeling if you get motion sickness, you might want to turn away for this one. Let's dial up his in-car camera, and here we go. Clay Kirchenbauer's on board. How in the world did he get through that? Holy cow! What a save by Clay Kirchenbauer. Wow. That got a bit sketchy now. A bunch of cars on pit road getting repairs. Brandon Newby, the first off pit road. Looks like right side tires only. Patrick Pieper is off. Edwards, Kirchenbauer, Pudge. Russell Worth comes out in 6th. Cody Kennedy in 7th. Dustin Slover in 8th. Gardner in 9th. Lance Sponberg comes out in 10th. Sponberg missing his front clip. Justin Swafford comes out in 11th. Swafford in one piece. Jacob Morgan is still out there, but missing his front clip as well. Clay Kirchenbauer looking at the five in the fight for the championship. Kirchenbauer in good condition. Looks like Gardner has fully repaired that car. Justin Swafford has been fully repaired. Patrick Gitter, after that wild ride, is fully repaired. And Jacob Morgan, a bit tore up. Newbie coming back down pit road. Looks like Colby Whipple is being waved around, getting one of his laps back. As the lights go out on the pace car, they stack back up for the restart. It has been a chaotic first stage. Will they calm down in this second stage and try and ride it out? Got several cars on the lead lap. Like Jacob Morgan, missing his entire front clip. Lance Sponberg also missing his front clip. Could make the restart a bit interesting. They stack back up for the restart as they come through 3 and 4. Sponberg restarting in 5th without that front clip could cause some chaos behind. Will there be a checkup? Does he have full power? Pace car is in. They're in the zone. Green flag back in the air. Pieper is away. Edwards and Kirchenbauer side by side, back behind. Sponberg jumps to the high line. He's letting everybody get by on the bottom. Does not look like he is up to full power. Pudge starting to try and make his way forward, as is Cody Kennedy. Up front, the top looks like 7 or 8 getting single file, but that only lasted for a minute as Justin Swafford hops to the high side with Gitter. They try and make their way to the front. Swafford and Gitter got a good run up on the high side. They're going to get help from Russell Worth as well. And here comes Gardner. Three of the championship contenders on the high line, one on the bottom. Jacob Morgan back in 16th, trying to make something happen, but no front clip is definitely taking a toll here. Got Kirk cheering on the 63 of Cody Kennedy. Cody up there leading early in stage 1. Definitely knows how to work his way up to the front. Looks like Cody might be hanging out right now in this second pack, trying to play it a little safer. Up front, they are side by side. Swafford has gone to the lead. Get her up on the high side, though, with help from Jeremy Edwards. cars just not planted at all. They are constantly moving through the turns. 875 horsepower and almost no downforce. Hey, good evening, Paulo. Blake Viken currently leads that second pack, back in 16th. A little bit of help from Lonnie Roberts, Cody Kennedy, Jacob Morgan at the back of that group as well. Jacob does not have, he might be the only one that doesn't have to worry about overheating. Him and Lance Spanberg, although Lance Spanberg has just come to pit road. That outside line starting to fall apart. Clay Kirchenbauer up there, Gardner not far behind. But Swafford, Pieper, and Gitter, the top three, single file. And look who's up there with them. Russell Worth now up into fourth. Does Russell have Sonic on the car tonight? Is that what I'm seeing? He does. That might explain the extra speed. It's hedgehog power. Kirchenbauer and Gardner now connected. Gardner really bump drafting. Which reminds me. Clay did say he put that special sign there to help get some help on the straightaways. Push here. I'd be a little bit worried about pushing there on the Ford though. Could completely fall apart. Does look like a lap car is going to come into play. He's up on the high side right now. That is Jeffrey Goodpow. Oh, we've got a wreck behind. They clear the racing surface. It's Jeff Sheldon and Otto Cruz. No caution. No, we do get a caution. Looks like Otto just moves up the track, has to correct to stay out of the car up top. Otto does get a little bit of damage in that exchange. Did Sheldon manage to keep it off? Oh, both of them get the wall. Although it looks like Jeff Sheldon managed to minimize the damage to that car. Swafford looking for the pace car. Pieper right there with him. Patrick Gitter, currently the highest running driver in the playoff, or in the championship contenders. Gardner back in 6th, Kirchenbauer in 7th. With, oh, I'm sorry, Swafford's the highest running championship contender in the lead. It's funny, looking at that last caution and watching Clay Kirchenbauer come through that, he did have quite a bit of luck during practice and was concerned that he was going to run out of luck before the race. That does not seem to have been the case. lot of drivers back down pit road. Brandon Newby, Dustin Slover, Tyler Ott, Blake Viken, Cody Kennedy, Lonnie Roberts, PJ Cox. A lot of those drivers not involved in that incident. Goodpaster should be getting the wave around here. That will put him back on the lead lap. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Clay. Hey, Clay, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, how's it going?
Hey, good. I have to say, after that previous caution and your frankly miraculous drive through it, did you have to go change your shorts?
Almost. Almost had to change the shorts, but thankfully kept it all inside.
Gardner's got diapers if you need them.
That is true. I can have him send me a few over.
It's been a little sketchy out there. You've come through a couple of them pretty clean so far.
Yeah, that first one I told the guys I took the blame for. I don't know if I turned Lance coming off the corner. I never felt myself touch him. I didn't think I was that close to him. So I'll take the blame by default for that. But that was I didn't even think I was up underneath him. So it was kind of a bizarre thing. But yeah, it's. You know, you got to pick the right lane at the right time, and you got to know who you can push and who you can follow. And you know, just I've had a few times here where I've had to lift to avoid stuff that's kind of got me back here. So see if I can overcome it.
Well, good luck, man. Obviously, you were worried about luck in practice running out. It doesn't look like it has yet.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Clay currently sits in 8th place right now. If the race were to end this moment, Justin Swafford would get the title as he is the highest running championship contender. Everybody stacking back up for the restart. We're in stage 2, and we have not even cranked it up yet. Wow, how did that happen? All right, so when the green flag drops, I'm going to shut up for a few minutes and let you guys crank up your audio and enjoy the ride. Pace car leads them out of 3 and 4. All right, here we go. Pace car about to drop in. I'll shut up. You guys crank it up. Looks like there was an incident back behind. We saw smoke out of turn 2. Let's see what happened. No caution yet. Oh, Cody Kennedy gets sandwiched, and Lonnie Roberts, Jared Woodard, Lance Sponberg, and Cody Kennedy all involved in that. They clear out of turn 2, out of the racing line. No caution. Nowski currently runs in 7th. They have split the pack up. Top 7 single file at the front. Jeremy Edwards leading that second group with Clay Kirchenbauer and Richie Joplin in it. Meanwhile, Swafford continues to lead as they all stay single file. Lance Sponberg did toe to pit road. Looks like Lonnie Edwards, Jarrett Woodard, and Cody Kennedy all still on track, at least for the moment. That second group less than a second behind. They're about 8/10 back right now and gaining. Meanwhile, the lead group, Justin Swafford, Patrick Gitter, Jeremy Gardner, Patrick Pieper, Russell Worth, Darren Silva, and Pujanowski in it. 3 of the championship hopefuls currently running 1, 2, 3. Clay Kirchenbauer, another championship hopeful, currently sits in 9th. Jacob Morgan, the final hopeful, back in 18th and missing the front clip on his car. That second pack has caught up. Now well and truly in the draft of the lead pack. Blake Veakin leads a third pack around with Colby Whipple in that group. Joshua Friel also there. Otto Cruz in the group as well. The lead pack starting to fight it out again as we come to the end of stage 2. And Swafford wins stage 2. Oh, looks like Pieper might have gotten a little bit of the wall as he checked up in turn 1. No points for winning the stage, but being out front, Swafford has managed to keep the car clean. Do believe he had to use his repair earlier in the race due to heavy damage. He has got to keep that car clean and safe. Speaking of, Jacob Morgan somehow keeping that 24 rolling here. Currently in 18th, hoping, he's got to be hoping that the other championship contenders have a problem here tonight. Swafford finds the pace car in the middle of the backstretch. They all begin to check up. Expect everybody on pit road this time for 4 tires and fuel. Top 5 at the end of the stage, Justin Swafford, Jeremy Gardner, Patrick Gitter, Patrick Pieper, and Russell Worth having a great night tonight. Currently running in 5th. Swafford leads them down pit road. They will have to make a stop during the final stage. Will that be a green flag stop is a whole nother question. Swafford's rolling. Who's it going to be at the line, I believe? Swafford may have got it. It was a close drag race off pit road, but I believe Justin Swafford comes out ahead. And let's see if we can get a word with him. Hey, Justin, it's Doug. You got me?
Info.
Hey, it has been a bit of a night for you.
Man, I tell you, we've been every which way but where we want to be. We're finally up where we need to be.
Now you've obviously likely had to use your fast repair at this point. Do you have to stay up front to keep the car out of trouble?
That is the plan. I don't know if you noticed, but I had to get to the front because being behind the leaders was costing me. Both my repairs are gone, so yeah, that's all I got left.
Oh man, it has been an awesome run. Hopefully you can keep it up there. It comes down to the last lap. Can you keep Gardner, Gitter, and Clay back behind you?
It's going to come down to where they're sitting, depending on. I'm going to have to watch my mirror and do some mirror driving. So we're going to have to wait for them to make their move and see where they're going and kind of go off of that. And if not blocks, see what happens.
Well, good luck. Obviously, the stage win, no points, but that's got to be a good feeling knowing you can get it done there at the end of the stage.
Oh, yeah, just to be able to keep it clean, keep it out front, that's what I need right now. So as long as I keep it here, I'm happy.
Well, good luck. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, Doug.
Justin Swafford currently has the lead after stage 2. No stage points tonight. Straight up, whoever has the best finish out of the 5 championship contenders wins the title tonight. Everybody stacks back up side by side, gets ready for the restart, the final stage. They'll go to lap 85. Will we see a green flag stop here tonight? If a caution comes at the right time, then we could see everybody in under caution. If not, we could get to see a very wild green flag stop. And hey, more than once has a green flag stop at Daytona caused the caution to come out. Pace car leads them down through 3 and 4. Pace car is in. They get inside the zone. Swafford's in control. They are gone. Green flag back in the air. The final stage of the final race of the season. And it's a drag race towards turn 1. Gardner definitely trying to pull ahead here. Can't do it. And now Clay Kirchenbauer fighting his way back up. Four of the 5 championship contenders in the top 5 again. This may come down to a last lap, last turn dive home battle. Down through 3 and 4 towards the start-finish line. Who's it going to be at the line? It was Swafford at the line. By 1/100th of a second. These cars so unsettled here, especially on cold tires. Finally reaching top speed down the back straightaway. And a lot of guys moving around a whole lot here. Blake Viken now back in the lead pack as well in the 18. Looks like he is intentionally dropping back, though. He's going to slide in behind Cody Kennedy here. That second pack led by Lonnie Roberts trying to make up some ground here. Justin Swafford still holds the lead up front there, still side by side. Out of turn 4, back toward the start-finish line. These guys are just, I'm really surprised to see this much side by side this early in the final stage. Nobody looks like they are trying to settle in and make something, or make it to the end. Some of these guys still out there bump drafting. Oh, a little bit of a blink. Everybody drops down below the apron for a moment. Looks like the 89 of Richie Joplin blinked briefly. Clay Kirchenbauer hopped down to the apron but pulls back up. Meanwhile, that outside line, Patrick Gitter gets a big push from Otto Cruz. Almost takes the lead, but Gardner is there. Nowski now up into the top 5 as well, trying to get up here and end the season with a win. Pudge was in playoff contention until last week. Russell Worth, currently sitting back in 11th, has been in the top 5 most of the night. Look for him to start making his way back up before too much longer. Gardner and Swafford starting to pull ahead just a little bit. That inside line definitely working better than the outside, at least for the moment. Another blink out of Richie Joplin. Both lines losing a little bit of cohesion here. Otto Cruz, who was involved in that earlier incident, went for a big ride. Now back up into 5th, now into 4th place. Otto definitely making a comeback here. Brandon Newby has been quiet all night, now cracking into the top 10 himself. Russell Worth trying to lead that second group. They are not closing the gap anymore as Gitter goes to the lead. Russell trying to get help from Darren Silva. PJ Cox back behind, most of that pack behind has some damage. They're going to need some help to pull back up. Russell Worth, Darren Silva starting to gain a little bit of ground on the lead pack again. Clay Kirchenbauer now drifting back into 9th place, not where he wanted to be. But most of the top 10 now going single file. And then they decide to open that second line back up for business. Newbie up on the high side, leads that outside line, trying to pull back up. Otto Cruz is with him. Pudge is with him. Jeremy Edwards also with him. Oh, and Patrick Pieper slides up in front of Newbie. And there was barely any room. That was a gutsy move by Patrick Pieper. Oh, we're going to have a big one again. Caution is out. I think Swafford might have been caught in this one. Looks like Richie Joplin just comes up. No, Swafford avoids it. Take a look and see if Pudge managed to clear this as well. No, Pudge gets into the side of Richie Joplin. Russell Worth comes through it again. Russell Worth making up a lot of ground just on wreck avoidance tonight. Darren Silva nowhere to go. He was way down low. Still couldn't avoid it. PJ Cox caught in it. Newbie caught in it. Blake Veakin caught in it as well. Looks like Newbie came down just as Richie came up. They met in the middle. Blake Veakin back behind. Almost makes it through. Dustin Slover, Brandon Newbie both having to tow to pit road. Everybody else able to make it back to pit road on their own. And here they come to pit road. And wait a minute, we have a few that are staying out. Patrick Gitter's in. Swafford is staying out. Russell Worth is staying out. They know they cannot make it to the end from here on fuel. They're going to trade for track position. And we're going to see if we can talk to Russell. He had mic issues earlier in the season. Let's see if they're fixed. Hey, Russell, it's Doug. You got me? Hey, Russell, it's Doug in the booth. You got me, buddy? Well, unfortunately, it looks like Russell is still having some microphone issues. Look at this. Brody Green now up into third. Jeffrey Goodpaster was a lap down earlier. Now up into fourth. See if we can get hold of Goodpaster here. Hey, Jeffrey, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you were a lap down earlier. Now you're in the top 5.
It ain't over.
It's been a bit of a wild night for you, man, but this has been a great comeback. Can you finish it off with a win tonight?
I'm down to one fast repair. Let's see if I can hold it.
It has been it's been exciting watching you guys. It looks like the car is just never planted. You're constantly fighting it.
It's hard to really suck up with these cars, pretty much. But yeah, it's not staying to the ground.
Well, you guys are definitely putting on one heck of a show, man. Good luck.
Thank you, buddy.
Goodpaster fakes to pit road. Your championship contenders, Justin Swafford in the lead, Patrick Gitter in 5th, Jeremy Gardner in 6th, Clay Kirchenbauer in 7th, Jacob Morgan now in 12th. And would you look at this, Jacob Morgan used his last fast repair. That car is back to good. He is not out of the fight yet. This could still be Morgan's night, but man, on the front row, the man who's been able to avoid all sorts of chaos, been able to drive through every incident, and has had a fast car tonight. Russell Worth sitting on the outside of the front row. He could definitely be a contender here tonight. As I mentioned earlier, Russell way overdue for a win here. And he's got a little help from Sonic tonight. And here they come out of turn 4. Pace car will drop off. Just under 30 laps to go. Pace car is in. They fire, green flag back in the air. They're just a couple of laps away from being in the fuel window. But I expect a lot of drivers will wait till that next caution. It looks like somebody... Blake Viken went 3 wide very quick. Look at Viken go down on the bottom. Since the restart, Blake has picked up 4 or 5 spots already. Justin Swafford quickly back to the lead. Brody Green in 2nd, Gitter in 3rd. Russell Worth leading that outside line with Jeffrey Goodpaster. Mid-pack, they are still battling for every spot, and now Blake is up to 14th. Blake continuing to try and march his way toward the front. Jacob Morgan, though, fully repaired, back up to 11th. Jacob Morgan now back in the lead pack. Right behind Tyler Ott. Morgan hopping to the high side. He is trying to charge toward the front. He is still in the fight for this title. We thought he was done earlier on in the race. He was driving around with no front clip. Managed. Oh, we've got a car wrecking on the backstretch. Looks like it may have been Brody Green. Let's see if we can take a look at what happened to Brody here. Oh, it looks like he just got a little out of shape there. Not sure, could not tell if he had help on that one. Let's take another look from overhead. Thank goodness for blimps. I'm not sure if they were so close. I'm not sure if he got help on that one or not, but he does manage to stick the landing. Brody has gone to pit road. Cody Kennedy has had an issue. See if we can see what happened with Cody here. Cody up top, 3 wide is, a little bit of 3 wide goes a long way at Daytona. I do believe everybody within their fuel window here, so those that haven't pitted, it should be the perfect time for everybody to hit pit road. And I would expect to see everybody on pit road this time. Worth noting, Jacob Morgan now up into 11th. So he is definitely not out of the championship hunt yet. And I do not know how Blake Viken has done it, but he has made his way into the top 10, now running in 9th place. And here they come. Everybody, wait a minute. Clay Kirchenbauer stays out. Clay Kirchenbauer, the only driver to... No, he is not. Darren Silva stayed out. Both drivers last pitted on lap 55. With pace laps, it might be close. Can they make it on fuel? Looks like most of the field took a splash of gas and or right sides only. However, Russell Worth, Josh Friel, Jacob Morgan took 4 tires, Lonnie Roberts, and Richie Joplin all took 4 tires. Some interesting strategies going on here late in the race. Darren Silva now up in 2nd, but Clay Kirchenbauer has the lead. Gitter in 3rd, Pieper in 4th, Swafford in 5th. Blake Viken now in 6th, Gardner in 7th, Goodpaster is 8th, PJ Cox in 9th, and Tyler Ott back to the top 10. Lights go out on the pace car. They get 1 to green and begin to stack back up. Does look like Clay has a little bit of damage on the rear bumper. Looks like Clay has been bump drafted quite a bit here. Clay Kirchenbauer, Darren Silva on the front row. Patrick Gitter, Patrick Pieper on the 2nd row. Justin Swafford, Blake Viken on the 3rd. Jeremy Gardner, Jeffrey Goodpaster on the 4th. PJ Cox and Tyler Ott round out your top 10. Jacob Morgan currently sits back in 18th spot. Four of the championship contenders in the top 10 with Morgan way in the back. But I would not count Jacob Morgan out just yet. Pace car is in. They're in the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Clay leads the field towards turn 1. Oh, what a move by Blake Veakin to get himself down to that bottom groove. Patrick Pieper now stuck in the middle, 3 wide. Silva up top, drops back. That got a little dicey for a moment. Top 5 go single file for the minute. Now 6th, 7th, and 8th go single file. Otto Cruz in 9th trying to make his way forward. Russell Worth just outside of the top 10. Cody, you had a great run early on, buddy. Sorry it ended too soon for you. Jacob Morgan back in 16th. He restarted in 17th, trying to make his way back toward the front. His championship hopes still alive for the moment. Kirchenbauer get the top 4 of the 5 drivers in the championship battle here tonight run 1st through 4th. Kirchenbauer, Gitter, Swafford, Gardner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cody, I've had days like that too, buddy. Jeremy Edwards splitting the gap between the lead pack and the second pack. Otto Cruz leads that second group with Russell Worth, Tyler Ott, Jeffrey Goodpaster, the vast majority of the field right behind him. Jacob Morgan now up into 15th. Colby Whipple and Pudge just ahead. Top 4 still staying nose to tail. Blake Veakin now up into 5th. PJ Cox right behind him in 6th. Blake and PJ were also in championship contention until last week. Otto Cruz right behind Jeremy Edwards. He'll be able to push Edwards back up to the lead pack. Most of the field single file for the moment. Jacob Morgan still trying to find a way to pick up some spots. Tyler Ott currently running around in 10th. Russell Worth in 9th. Russell has been in every spot in the top 10 tonight. And he has been able to cut through this field faster than anybody. Could be the man to beat here. Keeping an eye on Jacob Morgan to see when he starts trying to advance his position. He's got to start getting himself to the top 10. Looks like Morgan's going to go up top. He's going to get some help from Darren Silva. Not enough momentum yet. He comes back down. Whipple just ahead with Nowski. Pudge trying to pull back up. He wanted to finish the season with a W. Can he get it done here tonight? Looks like Jeremy Edwards is starting to make his way forward. Edwards to the high side. Auto Cruz, Russell Worth going to come with him. Patrick Pieper up there as well. Oh, Russell moves way high. Pieper has to get evasive. How they all managed to save that one, especially Patrick Pieper's move there. Patrick literally just turned it down the track for a moment. Pieper working his way back to the high side, coming around Goodpaster. Looks like Jacob Morgan tried to go to the outside, has no help. Top four still single file. Blake Viken up top, trying to get that outside line moving now. He's got help from Edwards and Pieper. Only two cars in the outside line, not making a lot of momentum. Nobody ready to make their... Oh, holy cow! Not sure if Goodpaster just got a bad bump there, but that car was way out of shape. One of his Crocs may have fell off. I'm not sure. Somebody get your binoculars and check the track for a pair of Crocs out there. Goodpaster might have lost them. I'm sorry, Tyler Ott may have lost them. My bad. Lance Spanberg has had another incident. He is towed to pit road. That car has had a rough night. Looks like Lance was just getting down from the track to not impact the leaders. Yeah, it bears repeating. The sportsmanship we have seen out of this group this season has been amazing. From drivers pulling over, coming to a stage break to not interfere. Here we go, 3 wide for the lead. Viken up the middle. Clay Kirchenbauer still has it, the push from Swafford. As I was saying about the sportsmanship, we've seen drivers pull over to make sure they didn't impact the points battle by getting a stage win. We've seen drivers pushing other drivers down to pit road when they ran out of gas. We have seen everything under the sun, including drivers just pulling off track and going to pit road just so they don't impact the race. The whole pack is back together again, and they're going to have a lap car to contend with. 10 laps to go. They're coming to 9 laps to go. I'm thinking Brody Green might want to move pretty quickly. Yeah, he drops down below the yellow. Swafford has the lead. Viken leads the outside line. Now they're 2 wide, and now the battle begins. Swafford, Kirchenbauer, Gitter, and Gardner all in the top 5 right now. Jacob Morgan back in 18th place. He is the last contender for the title. Expect Morgan to make his move in about 4 laps. Side by side all the way around the track. That outside line is definitely what Swafford wants, even if Viken pulls off the win. As long as he stays in front of everybody else, he gets the title. And as long as Viken is up there, he acts as a pick. Gitter looked like he was going to try and make it 3 wide there. Russell Worth just got slid up the track. He's falling back. Jacob Morgan not making up any ground yet. Still Viken and Swafford on the front row. Gitter and Kirchenbauer right behind them. Gardner right behind them. They're coming down to 5 to go. It's going to get crazy. Pujanowski back in 17th is falling off the lead pack, but he could still win with the way these races tend to end here at Daytona. Oh, we've got a car in the wall. It's Patrick Gitter. No caution. He's out. There it is. Caution is out. Let's see what happened with Gitter here. They were trying to get 3 and 4 wide. Off into turn 1. Gitter might have just gotten a little push from Edwards. Clipped Auto Cruz on the way down. Pujanowski had to get into the grass to avoid some of this chaos. Oh no, it looks like Pudge clipped the wall. Pudge was trying to do the road course. That's what it was. Gitter has towed to pit road. Gitter likely out of contention. Swafford in the lead, Kirchenbauer in second, Gardner in third, Morgan in 15th. Gitter on pit road, he towed. He will not be able to come back out on the lead lap. And folks, it's going to be a green-white checkered finish. We haven't talked to Gardner since the drop of the green. Let's see if we can get a quick word. Hey, Gardner, it's Doug. You got me?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, so you're sitting in the top 3 for a green-white checkered. How you feeling about your chances here?
Hard to say, really.
It's definitely going to be a wild finish. Knowing that Gitter is likely out of contention here, does that change how you race here at the end?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm gonna try and at least keep it clean, but I mean, come down the last lap. We'll see what happens then. Hopefully, I can get a decent run.
Jacob Morgan, right before the caution came out, started picking up spots. He's picked up a few more under caution. Are you worried at all about him coming flying through?
Nah, we're good.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck here, and hope to be talking to you after the race.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
Jeremy Gardner pulling his diaper tight, getting his binky in. A few drivers hit pit road for repairs. Most of the field staying out. Pudge, Goodpaster, and Jeremy Edwards all on pit road. Auto Cruz also on pit road. Patrick Gitter still on pit road. being scored a lap down now. Gitter is out of the title fight. Worth noting, at the start of this season, multiple drivers said there is no way Gitter was winning another championship. Well, they made it happen. Gitter will not win the title here tonight. The lights go out on the pace car. They stack back up for the green-white checkered finish. 5 drivers came into tonight with a chance to win the championship. 3 of them sit 1, 2, 3. Justin Swafford, Clay Kirchenbauer, Jeremy Gardner. Jacob Morgan sits back in 13th spot. Patrick Gitter still sits on pit road. 4 drivers left in contention here. Gardner and Swafford both have multiple wins this season. Kirchenbauer has 1. It took him all season long. He finally got it 2 weeks ago. Jacob Morgan has not had a win yet this season either. Several drivers up in the top 10 still want to win this season, still want to get to victory lane. This is going to come down to the last turn, the last lap, possibly at the line. This one will be decided. Carla, we'll keep an eye out for Carla throwing oil down. Here we go. Pace car is in their green. 2 laps to go to decide the title. Into turn 1, it's going to be Swafford, Gardner, and Kirchenbauer. Out of turn 2, Swafford still ahead. Kirchenbauer has some help coming from behind. Blake Viken up pushing Kirchenbauer. That outside line starting to build some momentum through the turn. Down toward the start-finish line and the white flag. Just 2.5 miles to go before we decide a champion. Kirchenbauer is the nose ahead, but Swafford pulls back even. Jacob Morgan not far behind in 12th, trying to find a way by. Swafford a nose ahead. Kirchenbauer loses some momentum into turn 3. Can Viken give him a hand? Colby Whipple wrecks behind. Big one. It's going to be a drag race. Who's it going to be at the line? It's going to be Justin Swafford winning the race, winning the championship. Gardner comes home in 2nd, Pieper in 3rd. Clay Kirchenbauer finishes 4th. And wow, what a finish. Let's take a look and see what happened before we start talking to drivers. Russell Worth stuck in the middle, 3 wide. You see Colby Whipple get loose just ahead. And chaos. Colby comes up. Viken is right there. Colby collects Richie, then Viken then everybody, Jacob Morgan gets caught in it as well. All right, let's talk to our top three, including our new champion. Starting with third place, Patrick Pieper. Hey, Patrick, it's Doug. You got me?
How's it going, Doug?
Hey, good. That was one heck of a finish.
Yeah, it was. It was quite a finish. I mean, it would have been nice to give Jeremy a push and make it 2 wide, or maybe even pop out and make it 3 wide there at the end. But, I just didn't want to cause any trouble. I'm not in the championship, so that's what a good finish.
It definitely was. Obviously, coming through 3 and 4, that excitement happened right behind your bumper.
It did, yeah. No, there was some excitement all race. I mean, like early on, there was that first yellow. I mean, I feel like I flew under. I had somebody who was over me that I drove under. But yeah, I mean, I didn't even use a fast repair this race, so that was kind of surprising.
How you get out of Daytona without using a fast repair is just a miracle.
It kind of is. Like I said, that first caution was a miracle, and then the rest of the way, it was just kind of luck.
Well, man, congratulations. That was an awesome race and an awesome way to finish your season.
Thanks a lot, Doug. Just want to say thank you for broadcasting this season, and also want to say thank you to Pudge for putting it on too. And also, just want to give a quick shout out to my wife. She watches my kid, or watches our kid. Puts her to bed and everything while I'm doing this and playing around with her. So I want to thank her too.
Man, congratulations, buddy.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Glad he corrected that to our kid. All right, second place is going to be Jeremy Gardner. Gardner, that was a wild, close finish.
Yeah, it was. I was going to try and do a little sneak on him, but I didn't really have much help from behind, so he definitely deserved that one.
When you saw that before the chaos came out right behind you, was there potential of making a move, or were you just without the momentum that last lap?
Really no momentum. I think I just gave him a super good push down the back stretch and got him out really far, and then I didn't have really much help from behind, and it was hard to suck up. I was just going to do a little switch over on him, but I probably should have let out a little bit and got more of a run, but I didn't. So,
well, man, it was an awesome season. I think you ended the season with 7 wins. That was an amazing overall season, and congratulations, buddy.
Yep, from last year 1 win to 7 wins this year. I mean, that's a big improvement for sure.
It definitely is, man. A great job and a great season.
That's it. Appreciate it.
All right, and we'll talk to our winner and champion. And Justin, at what point did you know you had this thing locked up tonight, buddy?
Once the checkered flag was out and I was across the line, I was fully expecting that 48 to turn me, in all honesty.
Man, it was, you really got out there in front and managed to not have to block much, but keep everybody behind you.
Yeah, I kind of figured out if you kind of kept that guy to your outside, he couldn't get a run on your outside, and he kept the guy that was behind you from making that run. So we kind of had to keep, 48 behind us and keep Clay out there because his car was a little damaged. So as long as I could have kept him there, that's what I had to do.
Man, you got it done. You had an awesome season, and it comes down to the final race. You not only win the race, but the title. That's got to be a huge, huge night for you.
Man, it's awesome. It's just, I can't believe this has been such a long season. You were with us last season. We did the trucks. That was another long one. So to come out here and do a second season with you and get championship, man, it means a whole lot.
Well, buddy, congratulations. You dang sure earned it, and you earned that win tonight for sure. Congratulations on the win and the championship.
Thank you. I want to say thanks to Pudge for putting this on. I had a complete blast, and thank you, Doug, for broadcasting this week in, week out. You're awesome.
My pleasure, buddy. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Justin Swafford gets the race win, gets the championship, and wow, what a race we had tonight from start to finish. It was nonstop action. These cars put on one heck of a show all season long. These cars are amazing, and I'd highly recommend any league consider using them because they are just so much fun to watch, to broadcast, and the times that I've tested it, they are a blast to drive. A handful and fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, not only tonight, but all season long. Make sure you're following on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, Twitch and YouTube, and keep up with everything that is coming up, including the massive whale PD race next Monday and Tuesday night. You're not going to want to miss that. Hopefully some of the Nowski Nation guys will show up for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys had as much fun tonight and this season as we did. Thank you so much to the Nowski Nation. Really, really enjoyed it. Hope to be back for whatever Pudge comes up with next season. And thank you guys all so much. Love doing it. Look forward to seeing more of you. Have a great night, everybody.